This is Jimmy.
Nuclear launch detected.
Right on.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today, Royal and SOULKEY here for our entertainment on Vermeer. Top right it is Royal, bottom right it is SOULKEY. Love both these guys so very, very much. By this point, you know that SOULKEY got knocked out of ASL 20 by Effort and Barracks. And so we have a new champion for ASL 20, and I don't think it's been decided yet by the time this posts, but woo! So, SOULKEY's reign is over as the ASL champion. Man, so ZVZ, right? ZVZ is a matchup that I don't respect results from because it is such a coin flip sometimes, and I don't know, man. So he loses to Effort because Effort made a base at the third base for his natural hatch. The Overlord from SOULKEY did not quite see it. I think it's like an observer glitch because the observer who was watching it did see the creep from that hatch from the Overlord from SOULKEY, but apparently SOULKEY could not see it himself. So I guess it's an observer glitch for the remaster, but anyway, he did not see it. He did not know that Effort had a second base, and he did not prepare for a two-base Muta opening, and he lost. So he is out, and who's going to be the new ASL champion? Maybe Snow, maybe Best, maybe Royal here. He already won one. He can win another one. I do love his use of Restoration. I do like his mech, especially against Zerg players, man. So we will see who's going to win here. All right, so walling off standardly is Royal. Let's see his gas timing. Hatch firsting here is SOULKEY. Nobody has any idea what's going on the other side of the map here because they have not scouted the other player quite yet. Terry, are there Terran here? Yeah, no Terran here, Terry, so just park right here and see if there's going to be some weird proxy or anything. Spawning pool on the way, gas on the way, and it looks like it's going to be, I don't know if we can tell right now. Hard walling against a pool first, but it's not a pool first here, so aha, build order lost maybe here from Royal. You could expand now, but you're not expanding because you're trying to be safe against SOULKEY, which again is a great idea, but you did not need to be safe because again, the pool is still not done here at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. SCV going back home, SCV here, Steve here, and again, there's merch below this video on YouTube. So it's easy to purchase merch now. And Steve the SCV and Terry the Overlord are prominently featured on shirts and on mugs. Anyway, so now we're expanding because the SCV said, I was bamboozled. I was tricked by my own brain. Still no gas. I think it's going to be an SK Terran opening here from Royal, but that does not mean he cannot transition into mech. Lair on the way. We've got Marines shooting at Overlords. He's like, run, Barry, the cousin of Terry. You're going to get home. Going to get home safe and sound. And it's going to be a two-hatch Muta opening here. We've got some Lings checking to make sure there's not going to be a bunker set up at his natural base. But, 4 Marines out on the map. Making 2 more sets of Lings here is SOULKEY and maybe a Sunken to help defend. SCV scouting out, seeing, all right, do we see a Sunken? Do we see Lings? Do we see a third hatch somewhere? No, but yeah, Spire coming up sub 4 minutes. And if your Spire is not coming up sub 4 minutes, SOULKEY has you beat. But we already knew that, didn't we? So are we going to try to pin down these Marines with these Lings? And, wow, cleaning up these Lings. Excellently micro there by SOULKEY. And this SCV says, well, my friends are dead, but at least I scouted the Spire. Very sad there from Royal. So there we go. So now gas is being harvested. An academy on the way. We've got stim. We've got range. We've got an engineering bay. There it is, engineering bay coming up to defend against these Mutalisks. Not an early +1, just an engineering bay for missile turrets. And let's see what the third base timing here is from SOULKEY. He already has a drone out on the map. And as always, on a 4-player map here, Zerg want the third base to be as far away from the Terran as possible. And he's in... There we go. Bam. Third base, 5 minutes. He's in luck because Royal's on the top right, and the bottom left is far away here on Vermeer. Spire finished, and about 500 gas. And yeah, so... Oh, never mind. +1 flyer attack, 400 gas. Pardon me. So we're going to make a lot of Mutalisks here. Saturating the gas on the natural, not pulling it off. We need a lot of gas here for as many Mutalisks as SOULKEY needs, or wants, I guess, with a +1 attack. And hey, look, Stim's on the way. We got ourselves a +1 attack for these Marines on the way. We've got ourselves a medic. And we've got a scan. Scanning here saying, okay, so no Hydroden. No Mutalisks being caught by that scan. Coming up to go ahead and go into my main base and try to kill missile turrets and SCVs. So 30 SCVs now at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. 5 minutes and 53 seconds for Royal. And again, if your Mutalisk harass can get a Terran below 20 SCVs, they will tap out. But Royal is not a scrub Terran player, so I don't think we're going to see that today. And there we go. Got 3 mutas. We've got more on the way. And another Mutalisk joining. We've got range being researched. We've got overlords. We've got another Mutalisk. We've got, again, a full stack of Mutalisks scanning. Ah ha ha ha. SOULKEY tricked you again. This is where the third hatch is, not here. This is the standard place for a third hatch, but more and more we are seeing Zerg take this and defend it with lurkers and then easily transition to a 4th base, just like they do versus Protoss. But again, this ramp is more easily defensible against Marines by lurkers, right? Because it's narrow. There we go. Good scan there. Seeing the expansion. This is wide. This is a wide place to defend against Marines and medics. And firebats. So we will see if that comes back to bite SOULKEY here. And these Mutalisks, 8 mutas, 4 more showing up here, and an injured Mutalisk as well. With 8 hit points to his name. There we go. That's the full stack, and bam! Immediately the injured Mutalisk goes down. These Lings scouting for the position of the Marines there, finding them, getting a couple Lings killed, and then running away. Just pumping out Marines, man. Pumping out Marines. We've got a factory on the way. But that's going to be just, so we can get Starport, and Science Vessels and Irradiate, because that is how you defeat Zerg. With an SK Terran style here. Without those, without the Starports, without the Science Vessels, it would be impossible to defeat a Zerg player. Oh, Sunken not quite done yet. How many mutas are here? 4 Mutalisks, but with that +1 attack. And, oh, that could have been disastrous from SOULKEY, but he had enough Mutalisks. The Sunken finished, and everything's A-okay. Again, +1 attack, and taking out this entire Marine ball. That does not bode well here from Royal, man. Not good stuff. Scanning the third base, seeing Queen's Nest and Hydra Tech at the third base. Excellent scan there by Royal. He knows. He knows there are lurkers on the way. He knows there is a hive on the way as well. Got an armory coming up. Interesting. Maybe pre-visioning a mech transition here, Royal. Scanning to see if there are Mutalisks there. No, very good indeed. And again, these mutas have not gotten economic damage. Maybe he's trying to do it now, but man, at this point, especially with range and stim and +1 attack, armory for Valkyries. This is how Barracks took SOULKEY down in ASL in the one game that he needed to defeat SOULKEY. A Valkyrie that, Valkyrie tech switch, a Valkyrie, I guess, production that SOULKEY was not quite ready for. Man, so we've got 11, we've got 6 here, we have 15, 17 Mutalisks. I can do math, I promise. We've got Lurker Aspect, we have Hive on the way, we've got ourselves an Evolution Chamber, and, Valkyries. RJB knows how to pick them, man. He said this was a DEFCON 1 replay, and it is, because Valkyries are here. Run, Mutalisks, run! on. Look at that splash damage. Look at how injured those Mutalisks are. And Valkyries protecting Marines versus Mutalisks is such a great idea. I do not know why more Terran players don't do it. Valkyries are hard to control, hard to micro, but if you can, it is so worth it, especially against a certain player like this. No Overlord speed. Overlord killed. Dude, SOULKEY's in a lot of trouble, man. Not quite supply blocked. Sir, why are we not? I guess he saw the number of Sunkens here. He saw the eggs coming in and was like, all right, even with Valkyries, man. Even with Valkyries, keeping those Mutalisks off of our back, that is a hard nut to crack. Maybe impossible, indeed. Supply blocking SOULKEY. Overlord. Right here. Dead now. Got 83 used to 75 available by SOULKEY. Third base. Got ourselves lurkers stacked on top of each other. Got another scan saying, we need tanks. We need Radiate to break that. Defiler Mound coming up as well inside the main base, as usual, here from SOULKEY. And any sign of a third base yet here from Royal? We'll have to find out. Oh, we got a Wraith queued up. Interesting choice. I feel like these Valkyries have it covered. So 3 Valkyries, interesting. And another supply block by these Valkyries. The microing against Scourge with Valks. Oh, got sniped there. 1 Valkyrie down. And no connections there on these 2 Valkyries. And Mutalisks inside your main base. Maybe you can clean up these Marines. Dude! Valkyries being sent back home. This is a DEFCON situation for Royal as well. Alert, alert. There's so much danger right now. So much +1 Mutalisk inside your natural base. Missile turret down. And another missile turret down. But the Valkyries have shown up and the Mutalisks are forced to flee. And maybe killing this SCV? No, we cannot risk it. We cannot risk it being chased by these Valkyries, man. Third base from Royal, 12 o'clock. Now at about 12 minutes. Did we actually make that Wraith? We've got dropships. We've got science vessels. I don't think we made that Wraith. And Mutalisks trying to take down a Valkyrie by themselves, and they do, but look how injured the Mutalisks are. Look how many friends they have lost. Oh, was that worth it for SOULKEY? I don't know yet. Nidus Canal, 4th base. On the bottom left, as you know. We've got more dropships here, and again, how do you bypass this locked up sunken lurker combo? Drops right here, maybe a drop over here, maybe a drop back here behind this mineral line where there are no sunkens covering and no lurkers at all. There are a lot of places to go, a lot of places to defend. Adrenal's getting started, Plague's on the way, Overlord, another one down, another supply block. Dude, I'm not saying Overlord speed would save these Overlords, but it gives them a fighting chance. I am concerned here. Lurker irradiated. Scourge getting shut down here. Dropships. Got to be coming down. Yes, they are. Dropships coming down. They are full. They are full. They are ready to go. And he's just gonna go for it. Dropping the main base here. There are Lurkers. There are Scourge. One dropship dies immediately. Unloading into the main base. Lurker gets target fired. No! Dark Swarm and a Lurker. The impossible break. 4 Marines to take care of. No, Scourge getting sniped off there too. Inside the main base we go. Fall back. Attack the Defiler Mound. There are Lurkers defending though. Another Overlord dies. Not a supply block. SOULKEY's been making extra Overlords in case of this eventuality. Muta is going to try to shut this thing down. They're previously injured, but they do have the +1 attack. I keep mentioning because it's really important here. These Mutas by themselves with 0-0 not going to be able to do much here. We're kind of chasing them. I don't know what you're trying to do here exactly. All right. And another drop back here that's kind of... Yeah, another drop back here. The Mutas all die. Oh, no. Where's the Dark Swarm? Consume, and pow. Dark Swarm. Yeah, there it is. Lings jump in there. The Marines got to get out. These guys are down here killing drones. There's not a lot of them, but they got +1 attack. They are killing drones at an alarming rate. Drops. What do I always say about drops, folks? We're not dropping. We're not trying to win as Terran. This group gets cleaned out. These guys are still here. 3 kills on that Marine. 4 kills on that Marine. Behind the mineral line, Lurker shows up. Probably going to get killed there as well. And then Reboxum maneuvering over here. Science Vessel's really out of support range. Okay, a handful of Marines defending against those Scourge. Dude, 8 kill Marine back here. This dude's got 6 10 kills on this Marine. 10. Oh my gosh. This is Rambo the Marine, but lurkers are going to take him out. 10 kills. Pretty good nevertheless, man. If all Marines got 10 kills, Terran would win every single TVZ in the world. Oh, Science Vessel killed for sure. Oh no, the Irradiate killed one of the Scourge, dropping in the natural base. Not very successful. Dropping in the fourth base, also not very successful. SOULKEY defending pretty ably there. Dude, the Irradiate killed one of the Scourge, so only one Scourge connection on that Science Vessel instead of 2. Huge luck there by SOULKEY. What a crazy game this is. 3 bases for the Terran. We've got 4 bases for the Zerg. Another Overlord dice. Once again, Overlord speed. He's getting +1 ship weapons. Is he going battle cruisers? Look, I'll allow him to go BCs. Another drop inside the main base. Science Vessel sniped out. Irradiate can't save it that time. We do see Restoration researched by Royal, so maybe he will be able to save the battle cruisers when they inevitably get plagued in this game. Or maybe he's getting a +1 attack just in case. Just in case. Yeah, where's his science facility? It was over here a minute ago. Is he floating it out? Maybe it's not battle cruisers. 4th base landed here outside of the main. Love that. I'm blind, I know. There it is. And physics lab. There it is. Okay, so it is going to be battle cruisers. Let's see how this goes. Another scan in. Sees. Yep, still can't go in there. Neat. Big surprise, man. So it is. It's going to be battle cruisers, but it's Royal. So every Terran player is like, I just turn off games once battle cruisers start against Zerg, especially SOULKEY. Not when Royal does it, man. He uses his battle cruisers effectively, and he does restoration on them when they get plagued. Maybe not this game, but he does. We'll see if he does today. D-Matrix drop ships can absorb extra Scourge hits, but if you're unloading into Lurker Town, USA, it doesn't really matter as much. Yeah, Dark Swarm Lurker Town, USA means unloading here is not a good time. Even if the dropships themselves are not dying, that is a lot of science vessels from Royal, man. He's tossing Irradiates down on Lurkers, and Scourge don't know what to do. They've got a target-rich environment here. Nope, no connections there. Irradiating Lurkers, irradiating a Defiler. Gets a Plague off on some of those science vessels. Where is your restoration, Royal? Dropships make it out of there. Lurker dies just outside of Dark Swarm. That is an interesting angle for them to take that damage. Oh, fire bats. I didn't mention them earlier, but we do have fire bats as the Dark Swarm is more and more prevalent. These Marines are actually still... Get some drone kills. What are you doing? Oh, I guess he was focusing on this drop where there are more Lurkers to deal with them. Stimming the fire bats to get on top of these drones. Yes, every drone at the 4th base is dead. Every single one. 39 to 62 workers. The hatch is going to die. SOULKEY's desperately Dark Swarming and trying to save the hatch. Focus the hatch. He gets the hatch. I don't think anything else matters here. I think that's it. I think we're done. This is going to get cleaned up. Science vessels are going to make it out of here scot-free somehow. Yamato's on the way, but SOULKEY's dead. SOULKEY's 4th base is dead. Royal's got 4 bases rocking. No sign of Ultra Tech at all. It's going to be Hydra meta. It looks like... Oh, this is insane. This is insane in the membrane. I think Royal's got it. Look at that fire bat count. Look at this guy making fire bats. Cannot be happier about it. Could not be happier about it. Oh, boy. All right, so a lot of fire bats. Not a lot of Sunkens. Not a lot of Lurkers, especially if 2... Oh, Irradiate killed one of them that was already injured. That's so good. My gosh, nice Plague on the Marines, though, back here on the other side of the map. Dude, he irradiated 2 of the 3 Lurkers. The ones got irradiated above ground, killed the one that was over here. These 2 died, and this is the only guy left. The battle cruisers haven't even done anything yet. I don't think they have even come across the map at all. I think he's just kind of... There's one. Hello, battle cruiser with +1 attack. Working on +2. It's going to be a minute before he gets there. They're long upgrades. Radiate, radiate. Oh, Hydras do get a couple science vessels. Nice Plague. If SOULKEY wins this game, it's on the back of Plagues and Dark Swarms and Lurkers, and that's going to be about it. We'll see if he can pull it off, man. He's down 80 supply and 20 workers to Royal. Royal's expanding top left. Behind it, battle cruisers are sort of a when you're ahead, get more ahead kind of unit. They do tend to succeed a lot more when they're used in a situation where the Zerg player is kind of on their back foot anyway. They don't have a lot of gas. If they make Scourge to kill the battle cruisers, that definitely cuts into their Hydra count and their Lurker count and their Defiler count. So there's the Plague. Nope, a Dark Swarm, interestingly enough. Trying to drop inside the natural. Nope, drop it inside the main instead. Royal comes cruising in. He's got 3/3 dudes. Another Dark Swarm to the natural. Beautifully done. Plague response. Cracklings on top of everything. Lurkers on top of everything. Plague Marines against Lurkers are not going to have the good time ever. These guys are going to get cleaned up. Yeah, Dark Swarm Hydra are going to shut that down. Charging in with the Fire Bats. Nope. Royal decides, no, we're not doing that. These guys behind the mineral line, Dark Swarm protecting these drones. They're not mining from these minerals. I guess the ones that were mining from these minerals probably died. I mean, this Marine is dead. These guys are dead and cleaned out. Firebat getting some work done, not quite enough. Another base from Royal, mind you. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him producing. He's making 4 Firebats, 4 Marines at a time. Science vessels getting produced all the time. I don't think he's getting restoration today, but maybe he doesn't need it to win. Not that you really ever need it to win. He's making more racks. He's making another factory up here at the top left, so it's not... I don't think it's a mech transition here. Scans in again, sees what's going on, and here are the Scourge that are trading out on the battle cruiser. That's gas, man. Scourge are gas heavy. Siege mode is on the way. I don't know if he's trying... I guess he's just trying to add tanks into the comp because he knows that it's Hydra meta out of SOULKEY. So he's gonna go for the siege tanks to help counter the Hydras, as you do. He's a little late on it, but I think it's working out for him. And no, you can't naked expand down here. Not in this game where you're down 80 supply, SOULKEY. Ugh. Yeah, this group shuts it down. He delays the 5th base by at least... I don't know, 60 seconds or something like that, which is huge in a game like this, especially when Royal already has so many bases up top. He's on 6 bases already, and you're trying to get a 5th base somewhere. Good luck, SOULKEY. Another scan, and bam, there it is. So 5th base coming in, but down a base to a Terran player is a really terrible time. Siege tanks are going to get added to this mix now. Look at the Firebats leading the charge in here. If you Dark Swarm now, you can't, because all the Hydras will die to the Firebats. Ah, beautiful Plague, beautiful everything from both of these players. What a game. Firebats are radiating. Well, blowing the heck out of those Lurkers. Is that GG? I feel like this is a GG. That's it. That's dead. That's canceled. The drone dies as well. Dude, the Firebat count means you cannot Dark Swarm in there. Ugh. The re-plaguing, fighting again. There are no Lurkers here. It's just Sunkens and Hydras. Oh yeah, this is over. Like, SOULKEY may be able to survive a little bit longer here, but dude, Royal. The drops. A lot of it was the drops. Come on, let's just say it. Let's say it's the drops. The battle cruisers sort of helped here, I suppose. Bit of a counterattack by SOULKEY up the left side with a lot of Hydras. And the Lurkers does get caught out. Engineering base scouts him. Gonna die for being a snitch. And then, yeah, irradiate. Science vessel count isn't, you know, it's not Flash-esque. It's not 12, 15 science vessels, but it is 7, which is a decent number. Yeah, just keeping the pressure down here on SOULKEY so we can't get up to the top left side of the map anytime soon. SOULKEY still isn't expanding here. Still isn't expanding. Oh, he's expanding here now. Scan out. And this base, he's not even trying to get this base back. He's not. He's trying to get it over here. Look at this positioning. Just cutting off this attempt at these guys, getting up to the top left. These guys can't get there either. Man. This is a game. This is what we're talking about, folks. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're gonna... SOULKEY can kill this, but check this out. Bam, canceled. Drone killed. No, drone spared in an act of mercy by Royal. Then he comes down here and says, what do you have defending this? Wow, 3 Lurkers in a trench coat? Pretty strong against just Firebat Marine. Let's not lie. Still can't quite get through that one. But, dude, SOULKEY's on 4 bases. It's 6 bases from Royal. There's a bit of an attack up to the 12 o'clock, which might actually kill this base. So, I mean, this is nice. Yeah, Dark Swarm, Hydra, you'll play, sieging up some of the tanks. Firebats jumping into the water. Oh, Oh, he lurker egged the attack path or the opening into this base so that can't get through. SOULKEY, so good. He's using fireballs to kill. It doesn't matter. SOULKEY's like, yeah, this isn't happening. GG's out, and Royal is our winner in, bam, 24 minutes and 57 seconds. Oh, that's what we're talking about. That is how we do. Oh. Okay, well, that was one heck of a TVZ, man. What an incredible game from Royal. Drops were huge. They were very big. How do you get into a Zerg base? If there are lurkers and sunkens, you drop them. You drop them here, you drop them here, you drop them here. You drop them here, and try to get down here, and try to get here, and he killed that base. When that base died, I think SOULKEY was dead, officially. But Dark Swarm and Plague can do wonders. We've seen SOULKEY get out of tough jams before, but not against Royal. Not like this. Not like this. Woo! That is a game. That is a game for Terran fans. That is a game for Royal fans everywhere. And again, rest in peace to SOULKEY's attempt to be a 5 straight time ASL champion. Can't do it. Didn't do it. And that's a GG. Whew! All right, let's check out this final score real quick. Again, hit that like button, subscribe if you're enjoying this so far. 176, 154,000 points in favor of Royal. SOULKEY outproduced Royal. Got out killed by a Royal. Big numbers here. Structures raised 6-1, irrelevant. And the outspend by Royal. That's it. That's it. Close it down. We're done. That's it. Thanks again for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.